Good morning. My name is Paul Stevers, and today I'm going to introduce you to a new venture called Integrated ClimateTech, or iClimateTech for short. Before I do, I want to provide you with some brief background. As a result of our earlier work at Think Renewables Group of introducing companies with climate technologies to investment managers who work for very high net worth individuals, we learned that there's been a rapid innovation in several complementary areas, and as a result, a huge opportunity has emerged to integrate these technologies in a logical and profitable way. Therefore, we have decided to launch this new company to do just that. At Integrated ClimateTech, we integrate complementary technologies to maximize climate impact in a profitable way. For example, we combine biomass fuel power plants with renewable energy farms to produce reliable energy, biochar, and renewable fuels. There are many different combinations of technologies that can be integrated to create a facility that has a positive impact on climate and is also profitable. For the purpose of this presentation, we will only focus on facilities that include biomass as one of its energy sources. At the current time, many companies with biomass-fueled energy plants are receiving limited value from their biomass and are interested to increase their profits as well as reduce their carbon emissions. For example, in the past decade, several existing biomass-fueled power plants in North America have closed due to their costs exceeding their revenues. Our solution is to enhance existing or build new biomass-fueled facilities with complementary technologies to provide reliable electrical power with negative carbon emissions. We integrate proven technologies such as a power plant with carbon capture, biochar production, renewable fuels production, renewable energy farms, and energy storage. Integrating these technologies creates additional revenue streams for a facility, such as making biochar and renewable natural gas, which enables a facility to generate considerably higher profits. To make this possible, we have built an initial network of companies that can provide us with these proven technologies, and we're continuing to grow this network. To implement a project, our team provides consulting services and/or a joint venture partner package that provides overall project strategy, selection of appropriate complementary technologies, preparation of grant applications, assistance in obtaining offtake agreements for products produced, and assistance to obtain the needed remaining funding. Shown here is a simplified schematic of an example integrated ClimateTech solution, which is to generate reliable power and low carbon fuel while creating negative carbon emissions. It includes biomass-fueled power plant, renewable energy farms, energy storage, equipment to convert CO2 to renewable fuels. About half the carbon from the biomass is converted to biochar and can be placed in soil to make it more productive. When doing so, it remains in the soil for hundreds of years, which has enabled the process of producing and utilizing biochar to become internationally recognized way of sequestering carbon. As a result, this facility effectively produces carbon-negative energy and can earn carbon credits for the biochar produced, as well as sell the biochar since it is a valuable soil additive. Since the biomass-fueled power plant continues to provide electricity when wind and solar does not, substantial reliable power can be provided to the grid. The surplus power that is not provided to the grid is then used to convert CO2 from the biomass power plant into renewable fuel, such as renewable natural gas, diesel, or jet fuel. Our go-to-market strategy is to start with consulting, which includes assistance in selecting technologies, obtaining long-term offtake agreements, and obtaining financing. As we do this consulting, we plan to build relationships with technology providers so we can develop partnerships with them to implement complete projects while having an equity stake in these projects. The global market size for building new or upgrading existing biomass-fueled energy facilities is estimated to be over $20 billion. To start, we plan to focus on upgrading existing commercial-scale biomass fuel energy facilities. There are over 4,000 of these facilities globally and approximately 870 in North America. Initially, we are focused on only commercial-scale facilities in North America and estimate that each facility would be upgraded for about 50 million Canadian dollars. We expect to receive about 10% of the total upgrade, or about $5 million Canadian. The total market size is shown on the next slide. As shown here, we estimate the total global market to be about $20 billion, the total addressable market to be in the range of $4.35 billion, and the serviceable obtainable market to be estimated to be about $435 million. This graph illustrates our expected earnings and EBITDA, which is short for net earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization in the first 3 years. In the first year, we expect about $1 million in income, which is expected to grow to about $5 million in the second year. In the third year, we expect it to be in the range of $17 million, and by the end of the third year, we expect it to make close to $3.4 million in EBITDA. Shown here is our target market segment based on the criteria outlined on this slide. When we apply our criteria to the approximately 3,850 biomass-fueled power plants, we estimate that we have a sweet spot market size of around 160 existing plants for upgrade. Since our initial revenues will be related to consulting, we expect our competition will be sustainability and engineering consultants. Sustainability consultants typically focus on a wide range of sustainability issues, but do not focus on biomass-fueled energy facilities. As well, typically they do not specialize in obtaining long-term offtake agreements. Engineering consultants focus more on detailed engineering and not on complementary technologies for a biomass-fueled energy facility. As well, typically they do not specialize in obtaining long-term offtake agreements. Since there is a very large number of biomass facilities that will benefit from upgrading their respective facility, we do not expect to be adversely impacted by competitors copying our strategy. Since we focus on combining proven technologies in new and existing facilities to implement profitable projects on a commercial scale, the technology risk is low. To further reduce our risks, we are continuing to build our knowledge base of proven technologies that can complement our selected core technologies such as renewable fuel and biochar production from biomass. To maximize profits, we plan to develop energy management software to optimize our planned combined technology facilities. This software is expected to become defendable IP and an important part of our business. Shown here is our management team. I have over 30 years experience in developing technologies and am named on about 14 patents. As well, I'm part of a team that raised over $10 million to grow a business that we sold to a big corporation. Roger Eshelman leads our U.S. operations. He has over 30 years experience in design and manufacturing of biomass-fueled systems and other industrial equipment. Michelle Moore is our Director of Finance and has over 15 years operational accounting and administrative experience. We have some additional part-time staff, including Cherith Udopoma, who is our Sustainable Finance Specialist, and Duncan Zayakowski, and he is our Industrial Systems Technologist. Due to the growing recognition of the urgent need for climate action, new government incentives and regulations are being issued to accelerate this type of action. Shown here is a list of some notable incentives and regulations. First is Ontario's Independent Electricity System Operator indicated that it is seeking another 3.5 gigawatt of new power supplies in the next 5 years. Next is the Federal Indigenous Clean Fuels Projects Funding Program, which will provide up to about $150 million per project. Third is the Canadian government has issued a clean fuel standard that we expect will lead to premium prices paid for renewable fuels in a similar way that is occurring in BC. The U.S. Department of Energy Office of Clean Energy Demonstrations has launched a $2.5 billion carbon capture demonstration projects program. We are pursuing multiple business opportunities that have arisen due to these developments. To accelerate the growth of our business, including recruiting highly motivated technical people with expertise in climate solutions, we have taken or are taking multiple actions, including the following. First, we published articles about combining technologies to produce reliable carbon-negative energy in Biomass Magazine and the Canadian Biomass Magazine. Next, we are collaborating with oil and gas companies that are seeking to utilize new technologies to help transition to a low-carbon economy. Thirdly, we are planning to host a webinar with TMU, CUC, and the Science Discovery Zone about combining complementary technologies to maximize climate impact in a profitable way. We're seeking to raise over 600,000 Canadian dollars that is to be used over the next 12 months to fund our activities to develop our business, including build our team, refining our business strategy, developing agreements with at least 2 customers, finalizing partnerships with selected universities and Indigenous development companies, preparing applications for government incentive funding, preparing offtake agreements for products produced by the planned facilities, obtaining remaining project capital needed to fund 2 projects, and then completing a detailed business plan. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation about our new venture that we think can grow quickly and make a significant positive climate impact. I look forward to your questions.